Nursery in Kent, the largest collection of the apples and other plants, pears, quince, largest collection probably of the medlars. People are tasting, taking a few samples, taking notes. Are you taking notes? Yeah. And lots of other things.
Don't drown it! I'm not!
This is the apple variety Captain Kidd. I tasted it. It's kind of vinous. It's kind of a taste of grape, taste of rose. I mean, if you can't taste rose butter, of course. And it is a beautiful apple also. So I'm just going for this. I'll harvest one of these just to take as a sample for with me. It's beautiful apple. It's in the keeper's nursery and you will love it. Look at it. That's beautiful apple. This is one of the ones I want. Besides Rachka. Rachka is also Raika. It's also like this, vinous and a little bit spicy, aromatic. Good shaped apple. This is what you call apple. This is the apple variety Jester. And this is looking like that. Take that one also. You dropped.
No, put it off.
Yeah.
I'll put it in my little basket. Okay.
You want to taste it? Let's do a tasting of it. Pear variety Seckle. It looks almost like a apple. And we harvested one. Yeah. They're good pears. Of tasting of the pear variety is named Catholic. It looks quite large relatively. And I've already sliced one piece of this. And now I'm going to taste it. Ekmek, quince. It's quite small. It's from Turkey. You can have a large fruit, but as you see, it has been cut for sampling. I think this is a smaller one. Okay, compare this with this. It's quite a little bit like Golden Delicious, but with a pear-shaped top. This is the pear variety Onward. Quite large pears. And Susan have sampled one of these. Susan, can you just give me a slice of this, please? We have brought a cheese knife because it's not very sharp. We don't want to carry sharp stuff around. Oh. Oh, that's nice. That is a good pear, really. Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, this is lovely.
Lego pear.
Yeah.
And this is the specimen that we harvested. That's the tree. We are in the keeper's nursery, of course. Beautiful, lovely area. And that's the sunshine. Pear variety Mitchell's Prolific. I have one pear like quince Mitchell's Prolific. I have one like this, and I can say that In the first year, it didn't give me anything. So I'm looking forward for the next year. Can sample one just to say that I've seen it. That's the pear. That's cracked a bit. Lack of rain probably for a while. Irregular watering. Anyway, yeah, this is normal. This is the normal thing that they have. This is kind of velvety stuff. And Keeper's Nursery is open day, and so we are tasting the damson. Well, I can say this damson, tasting it, first of all, it's bigger than the Shropshire damson. It's 2nd of October, and yet this tree has some damson yet. And we are tasting it now. I'm going to taste. Juicy, sweet, slightly like a fruit leather, beautiful. I like that taste. Spicy a little bit. And the flesh is yellow, as you see. I think that's nice. The variety's name. You can hear. Dorando. It looks French. Pear is quite beautiful, reddish, pinkish, orange. And good size, not very small, not very big, and looks nice. The question is it ripe? That's the way the pear looks. I've cut a piece of it. Now I'm going to taste. Now I'm going to taste it. Soft, juicy, sweet.
I bought the wet ones so they can go in there and then stuff them after.
Pleasant pear, very peary actually. This is the typical pear that you will like to eat. As usual, some pears, most of pears have a little bit tannin also, but that's pleasant. There's nothing in a bad way. Tannin means slightly bitter, but that makes it more palatable. So the pear variety, Dorondio, is the pear variety Vicar of Winkfield, sorry. And it looks like this. Susan, can you bring the knife and just we harvest one, just to see how it tastes? People have already tried to remove this. Quite large pear. It looks tough, but to me. Thank you. Tough, sweet, slightly has tannin, but not much. A lot. It needs to stay a little bit more, probably 2 weeks more. Just get sweeter. It's sweet, doesn't have any acid, but not bad. Pear variety Cadillac. And the pears look like this. And I'll harvest one of these. Just to see how it will taste. It's quite large pear. It's roundish, conical. Base is not very flat, but it's kind of flat. Some pink red, the rest of it is yellow green. The tree looks healthy. Pear you can see. This is called Plymouth pear. It's very rare. And when I tasted it, I'm tasting it again. It tastes like a sharp tannin bitter means sharp acidic. I can say this pear is perfect if you want to make peri pear. Make a perry means cider made of pear. Gives that oomph to the pear. Add a little bit of this to any juice. Really revitalizes it. It's almost like to have fizzy drink. Yeah, gives that fizz in your tongue. Mix a little bit of this in your whatever juice you are making. Quite a small, but smaller than a marble. Shepherd's bullace. And the fruit looks like this when it's on the tree. And it's a quite large dam zone. Relative to dam zone is big, but it's a medium to small plum, if you will count it as a plum. It's yellow with some dots of the pink, and it's juicy. The flesh is yellow. It's juicy. Tastes a little bit bland compared to very colorful kind of plums, but it's not bad. But this is what the shepherds get. The name suggests not very good amount of salary. They get peanuts. So it's good if you want a vigorous tree. It's nice to make fruit ladder or jam out of it. But I must say, it's juicy, sweet, quite refreshing. Considering today is the 2nd of October, I think the fruit has done well, keeping up to now. It's a late variety plum. Sweet and refreshing. Marilat is a pear, and it's a quite large pear based on the specimens I see here. And this one looks quite ready. Look, I touched it and it fell off my hand. Okay, bit tasty now. Thank you. Oh, quite pleasant, sweet, refreshing. This apple, this pear. Oh, Margarita de Marilat. It's quite pleasant pear. And juicy and sweet. A little bit of slight tannin. It's not bland. It's beautiful, spicy, juicy, refreshing. Look, when we cut it, the juice oozes out. That's the pear. That's the pear. And quite such a small cordon tree. We leave a few for other people, just we got one sample, that's enough. So they can sample and buy it if they want. But of course with my videos, they will be able to buy. And yeah, it's quite beautiful apple, beautiful pear. It's 2nd of October, we are in the Keeper's Nursery. Can I have another piece of this, please? Oh, I will have the rest of it. Oh, this is like the pears I used to have when I was a kid in Persia, Iran. Kind of white, yellowish flesh, juice oozing out of it. Eating such a pear makes you so feel happy. I don't know what it has inside. Oh, it's not dangerous. It's really beautiful. It's not a heavy cropper, but when it gives crop, they're large and they're, oh God, they're beautiful, they're tasteful. Today, October 4th, it was the apple day in the Keeper's Nursery, the day that the public can go into the Keeper's Nursery to taste the apples, pears, medlars, quinces, lots of damsons was yet there, and yeah, many apples. Oh God, so many apples. The kids enjoyed it, we enjoyed it as a family, and you could voluntarily pay a little if you liked. I mean, many people really didn't do that, but I was really happy to give some donation for the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. It was through the Keeper's Nursery going for that. I donated, and I saw that ladies, the wife of the owner of the Keeper's Nursery, Seema, the name of her is Seema, Miss Seema Morshidi. You can find her name in the Keeper's Nursery website. She kindly went to her home and brought us a large bag of the Iranian medlar. Iranian medlar is the best medlar in the world because it practically ripens on the tree. So you don't need to cut it and take it to home and then keep it for rotting or anything. It just ripens on the tree. She has frozen them. So this is the frozen medlar in the freezer, and until we arrived at home, it's half melted now. She was joking to me, telling that this is almost like if you up to the time that you reach home, if it is half frozen yet, it's like eating a medlar ice cream. And I agree with that. I tasted it. It really tasted like the ones that I remember from childhood. And because our ancestors are from that region, Caspian Sea, that the medlar, Iranian medlar, grows there. And I tasted it. It's exactly like that. I can say these ones that I have grown in Britain, in Kent, a little bit larger, slightly larger than the one I used to taste in the shops. So lovely. And I'm going to taste it now. Oh, such a beautiful taste. This is like apple puree. I don't I think apple puri do justice with it. This is the pith of it, or a stone. There's several kind of 5 or 4 of this pith, but this is the flesh of it. It's beautiful, and it's looking like it's ripe. The Iranian medlar, the difference between them and the others is that Iranian medlar ripens directly on the tree, and because the opening at the bottom of it is not very big, it will not split. Oh. I'm counting the number of the little piece. Very tiny. But you must know 4 or 5. Very little stones. Difficult to grow it from the seed. So we have to graft it, cloning practically. But in the Caspian Sea region in Iran, they grow wild, so they're obviously able to grow from the seed by self-seeding. But here, they've told that, and I was talking with Mr Habibi Hamid Habibi, the owner of the Keeper's Nursery, that he was saying that here we have to grow it by the grafting. We have not had much success yet with growing them from the seed. So whatever we buy is from practically a clone of a very good variety, of course. A very good sample specimen that they have. And it's quite difficult to get your hand on 2 trees of this. So if you are late, you may end up with nothing. So last year, after 3 years of trying and seeing that every year is sold out, because it's quite popular, it's easy to grow, and it ripens on the tree. It's an exotic fruit. One of the best exotic fruit that you can surprise your friends and family with that. And tasty, very tasty also. So I was able finally to get 2 of this. And instead of 1, I thought, oh, I'll get 2, because it's such a good tree. Such a vigorous, such a trouble-free, because practically there is no disease for it. And yeah, this one is half frozen now, just gradually melting. It's delicious. And look at the opening of it, of what is called as arse. The bottom. It's quite small, so there is no danger of this medlar split. If you have a nutting of medlar, you must know that it really easily splits. And the Iranian medlar has not such a danger. It just really ripens gloriously, keep its shape. Even after 1 year, this was frozen probably for 1 year. This is the fruit from last year, because this year's fruit is yet hard. It comes ripened in November. So this is from last year, and yet it is kept its shape, is beautiful, and it's yummy. So different. If you wanted the exotic fruit, go for medlar. The trouble-free medlar is this Iranian medlar, or as they call it locally, azgil or konus. Oh, lovely. I have a large bite of this week. Just to split the skin out. Show you how it is inside. It's not too bad. If you want to surprise your friends by something that nobody else has, go for this.